Hey, what is up guys, it is Silversun here, and today I'm going to be giving you guys my review on Mob Psycho Season 2, Episode 9. Alright, so this episode starts off immediately where the last one left off, and Mob is obviously not happy about the situation he's in right now, but luckily Dimple calms him down from it, saying that possibly it could just be a bunch of dummies that were set in place instead of, his actual family and whatnot, saying that it's all not real, it's gotta be, something else. Someone else must have done this. It couldn't have been an actual thing that happened. And so Mob takes what he says as facts, and so pretty much he snaps out of it basically, and he starts going in and looking for the people that did this, and he actually gets them pretty quickly within a few minutes. He drops down from the sky in front of two espers from Claw, a few members from Claw, and pretty much he just disposes of them like nothing. The first guy tries to come at him with electricity, and Mob just flings him into some buildings, and he's pretty much just obsessed at this point, and 100% obsessed with trying to track down his family and finding out where they are, seeing if they're all right and whatnot. And so basically, the other guy, he pretty much gets all like buffed up and whatnot, ready to fight. But then when he goes to punch Mob, it doesn't do much because he put his barrier up, and then he just one shots the guy, and then he pretty much gets knocked out from that. And Mob's like trying to talk to him, like, hey, like, where's my family? What have you done with them and whatnot? He's really, ticked off at this point, as he should be. But speaking of his family, we actually find out that they are okay. I had a feeling that, for as dark as the show can get, I didn't feel like they would go that far with them, like, just offing his family like that. But pretty much Ritsu's with Shell, I believe his name is. I can't remember for the life of me these Claw members' names, especially in this episode, because there was a lot of them being introduced in this one episode, which we'll get to in a second here. But he's at Shell's house, I believe, and they're pretty much just like talking over some things. Basically, Shell, when he showed up at the house the other episode, he pretty much just bribed his parents into taking this vacation basically at this like hotel of sorts, just to get them out of the house because his house was being attacked by Claw. So he pretty much took them out of the house before it got attacked, before they were able to even be killed. So pretty much he's the hero in all this. He saved Mob's family, so he should really be thanking him. But Ritsu's pretty much there, and they're pretty much talking and whatnot. And we cut back to Mob, who's pretty much still on the lookout for his family until he runs into former Claw members. What was it? Koyama, I believe his name was, the guy from the 8th episode in the first season that beat the crap out of him. Yeah, it's him. He's there, and the other guy, I can't remember their names. I'm so sorry. Like, even though it shows the title cards, which I think is like an awesome thing that they have in this series. I don't know if I talked about it before, but I like how they, like, whenever a new character gets introduced, they have like their little name pop up and like this cool transitional animation with it and stuff. It's really nice. But yeah, for the life of me, I just can't remember their names off the top of my head. But pretty much, former Claw members. We've already seen them before. They come together. They pick Mob up, and basically, they're pretty much telling him like, your family's fine. We're still trying to find out, what's going on here, but we need your help, basically. And so they go off to this hideout that they're at, and pretty much everybody's there. Like the kids from the telepathy group, they're there. Like the kids from last season, a while that got captured by Claw, they're there trying to stay low. The former Claw members are there after what Reagan told them at the end of season 1 and whatnot, when he pretty much enlightened all of them. They pretty much came together, and they're trying to like rebuild themselves into society and such. And Mob's there, Reagan's there, of course. Everybody's there except for Ritsu, basically. Teru drops in, and they're pretty much just like hanging out. They're forming this alliance, this team, and it's actually pretty cool to see them all on screen together and whatnot. I think it was pretty cool. But basically, Reagan's pretty much the leader of this whole group, and he's pretty much telling Mob that his family is okay. But like the thing is that they're not sure. Dimple and Reagan aren't sure about it. Dimple only said that the dummies that were at his house, his burning house, they must have been put there by somebody, but he kind of just made it up just to calm him down. And Reagan's unsure of it. The only person that's sure of it is Ritsu at this point, I believe. So if anybody has some clarification for that, it's Ritsu whenever they come together and converse about that or whatever. But pretty much Mob, upon hearing that, he pretty much passes out and he's dropped down to 2%. At this point, he's pretty much sleeping while everybody else is like forming a plan and like uh, just trying to see what's to come next. And also, before I forget, Reagan's office actually got attacked. Everybody else's space and whatnot. Even earlier, Teru, he got attacked by this one psychic who had like these pretty cool powers. He has like this explosive, like freaking telekinetic powers or something. Like he's able to like stick out his hand and pretty much just explode stuff. So basically, he did that to Teru in his own house and whatnot. But he got out okay. He's there with the squad, pretty much with the team. And basically, Reagan's apartment got, or not apartment. I'm surprised his apartment. I don't know if his apartment got attacked either, but he pretty much said his office space, the Spirits and Such counseling office, it was set on fire. He was like talking to this TV producer after what happened, like episode 8, after after episode, no, not episode 8. I think it was episode 7 or something. The little Reagan arc they had. Uh, yeah, it was pretty much. Or no, there was like 2 parts to that. Well, in any case, he was talking to a TV producer, and basically, before he could really like get him into his office and like negotiate further, his thing was set on fire, so that didn't really go through too well with him, and everybody else's stuff got attacked. So it's they're all pretty upset at Claw right now. But speaking more about Claw, we actually get introduced to the big boss, basically the boss of Claw, Suzuki, I believe is how you pronounce it. Suzuki, the boss of Claw, he's pretty much there giving his speech to a whole bunch of newbie Claw members and whatnot. And they're basically trying to build up this army of espers from around the world to try and overthrow the government and everything, and try to seize control of the world. The whole evil villain type of plan. I'm sure we've seen it like dozens of times before, and it's showing up again here. But pretty much, he's giving this whole plan out, and we actually get introduced to quite a few new Claw members and whatnot, like the upper. I think they call it the Ultimate Five or something like that. That's like his pretty much like henchman group, like his bad guy kind of group and whatnot. Basically similar to the last season with what was it, Division 7 or something like that. It's basically like that, but even more so, like even more powerful, obviously. But pretty much, they're they get into a bit of a fight as one of the Claw members is actually like he doesn't think that they're up to, or no, yeah, one of the members confronts the boss and he's pretty much telling him that he's not all that his plan is has a lot of holes and is not really soundproof, and so pretty much they start attacking him for like talking out like that, and then afterwards, one of the members goes out and they pretty much capture the prime minister, and this guy was pretty OP actually. He went in and the guards and everything like that, they came out with their guns and whatnot, and they started, shooting bullets at him, and he was just dodging and evading every single one of them. And the thing about him is that he's pretty much blind. He can't see anything, but he can anticipate people's movements. So that's why he was able to evade and dodge all the objects and whatnot. And so pretty much he takes the prime minister hostage and he teleports them. He can teleport too, by the way, which is just wow. So basically he teleports them to like this park, and when he gets there, Teru's there, and he pretty much confronts him. He pretty much confronts them, and they start fighting, and it was a pretty cool fight scene. I mean, it wasn't. Yeah, it was pretty good. Like, it wasn't as spectacular as say episode 5 or anything like that. Not that it really should be. I mean, episode 5 was episode 5. That thing was just amazing. You know what I mean? But it served its purpose as being a bit of leverage here, with just showing off how crazy powerful Claw is. And Teru's actually gotten pretty powerful too. He pretty much learned the explosion technique that he learned from the other Esper that tried to capture him earlier in the episode. He knows that. He's still got the telekinetic whips from last season, and he's also got this multi-barrier type of move where he pretty much forms like a bunch of barriers around him, so that then he's like more durable, obviously. But it's not good enough because the guy whose name escapes me. I mean, they they showed up a lot of claw members in this episode. There's a lot of title cards and everything like that, or name cards you could say, in this episode. So it's kind of hard to keep up. But basically, he gets through it all because he can teleport, obviously, and then he just one shots Teru. He goes down. Prime Minister gets taken away again, and I believe that's where the episode ended. Yeah, so that's pretty much it for this episode. As far as it goes, I'd say it was pretty good. Uh, Not my favorite. Like the only thing I really liked, honestly, was just seeing all the characters. Uh, you know, good guys and bad guys. Well, technically they're all good guys now, but it's pretty cool to see them all like coming together and like hanging out and stuff like that. That's real nice. Uh, but as far as everything else goes, like I just feel like it was kind of rushed. Another rushed episode, in my opinion. Cause I mean, what are you gonna do in this scenario? It's stuff is heating up. There's lots of stuff they need to bring up and then uh, finish. I think this season's getting pretty close to ending. We're on episode 9 now. Got like 3, 4 more episodes or so. I don't know if it's gonna be like 12 episodes. I heard somewhere that was gonna be like 13 episodes, which I'm hoping is the case, but I highly doubt it. It's probably gonna be the same amount as last season, but in any case, I feel like this was another rushed episode. Them introducing all the claw members and such. I mean, I'm glad that they did so, anyways. Like get as much as you can in there, but it's just I don't know. I just feel like some scenes could have been uh, padded out a bit better, and just could have been expanded upon and whatnot. Give us some room to breathe with all the new claw members being introduced and everything like that, and what they can do and all their powers and such. But for what it's worth, I liked it. It was a good episode. They did a pretty good job this time around, and I really can't wait for the next episode because it seems to be like stuff is going to be heating up, and there's going to be a lot more fighting, a lot more action, and that's something that I always like to see. So yeah, that's pretty much it for my review, guys. Tell me what you guys thought in the comment section down below, and until the next one, Silver Sun is out.